Hey there, thanks for tuning in to Dev Tips. This is the last video of the 3 for today. It's actually Monday morning right now. I hope to get these videos all edited, put together, and sent out at my usual schedule at Monday at 8 o'clock. So I only have a few hours to get them all ready, and it's pretty fun. But right now we're gonna jump in and do another narration of the coding that I've been doing for the past 2 days of the landing pages and the home pages of devtipshow.com. As I start there, the first thing that I'm going to be doing is trying to get that big splash of color across the top of the header. And the first thing I do is export a yellow SVG, which makes sense because that was how I did it in the design when I was using Sketch. But I quickly changed that idea. Instead of doing a yellow SVG to doing a white SVG at the bottom that would cut off a yellow div. That way I could quickly change or grow or shrink the size of the background. Now, I ended up not using an SVG at all, but that happens later on when I realize that the way it scales is not what I want. But right here in the video, it's an SVG. And there's a video on top of it as kind of like the video header. And I've also placed the logo and the little 3 bars for the menu. Now, what you see here in the layout, on the top left, I have the code. I'm using Atom Code Editor, and you're gonna have to maybe make this full screen to see all the details of what the code is, and press pause a lot or something to see how I'm writing a code. But I'm using my project setup is I'm using Jade for the code templating and using the includes and markup from Jade. And then on the bottom left, this is actually the sketch file. So I'm referencing the design as I'm building. And then on the whole half of the right is the resulting code. Now I'm using CodeKit to power the auto refresh and the Jade compiling and the Sass compiling. I'm starting with the DevTips starter kit, and I removed a lot of junk that you didn't see already before I started recording. But it's basically the DevTips starter kit, and I'm going in there. I switched the font from Fira to Roboto and a few other things. So this video is moving along quite quickly. So I have done. I'm in the 3rd or 4th section now. I've done the About Dev Tips. I've done the listing of videos, and I'm a little unsure about the design of the listing of those videos. I think that I'm gonna have to go in later on and maybe spruce up the design, add those thumbnails, do whatever. But right now I'm designing the module that's the jQuery course sign-in page, including a form. Now I have to give a big shout out to Timo, Super Hussein, Tyrell, and a few other people that helped me to get the form sending the way I wanted it to. Especially because in the next page, as you saw, there's those 2 forms on the same page, and they were sending each other's inputs for a while. So and that's the nice thing. I was having this problem. I'm stressed out about it, so I just go onto the Dev Tips chat. And I'm like, hey, what do you guys think about this? Am I doing this right? And they're just so lovely and helpful. That's the nice thing about having a great resource like the DevTips community chat, that I can just go in there and have them be like, oh, you should actually rewrite it this way, and help me to optimize things. Great resource. So I want to give a shout out to those people who helped me. Right now I'm looking at Jade and looking at a different way to write. What am I doing actually? Right now I'm doing the 2nd page. So see, now I have a blue header. It was important to me to make sure that the header is versatile enough depending on what page you're on. So on the home page where the header is going to be a yellow color, and it's going to be bigger so the video can sit on top of it. And then on this one, you see how the blue is going up and down. I'm trying to get it just right, that I want it to be different between pages to pages because the blue is going to look a little different. Right now I'm still using that SVG white as the angle, and it's having a problem when it gets bigger. It looks weird when it's bigger. Eventually I switch it to a big div that I rotate, and you'll see that in a little bit. But in this portion here, I have those 2 forms and on the jQuery page. So this is the blue kind of page that we're looking at right now is what's the URL? It's devtipshow.com/jQuery course. And that's going to be the landing page. So it's different than the home page. The home page is a multi-purpose kind of catch-all. What is DevTips? How does it work? Here are a few examples. But the landing page is very specific. This is what you're here for. This is the benefits of this course that I'm trying to sell. And here we go. So the thumbnails that I have here are pretty fun. I have them in a box, and there's 3 of the children in the box, and I'm aligning the first one to the top right or top left, second one aligned to the middle, and the third one to the top or the bottom right. And okay, now this portion here that I'm in, I'm trying to design a different layout for what it looks like when you're on a desktop, because I thought like this image is way too big, as I showed you in the design. I'm still not too happy with it. I mean, the current design, it looks a lot like what the sketch design was, but I think that I can do a little bit better of a job when I get to the code in the next few days. Like after I upload this video, I'll probably be tweaking all this a lot, especially like those thumbnails, right? Like they're supposed to be a representation of the videos that I'm going to be making this week and publishing next Monday, right? Starting next Monday. But I don't have those videos yet. And so I'm gonna have to figure something out. Maybe I'll make like a really short video right now that's like, you should wait for them or something. I don't know. Right now in the video, I'm making the menu. It's a slide out menu. There's the little menu at the top left, and then when you click it, it kind of like slides out, and then there's like the 4 or 5 options. Home, go to YouTube and watch the videos, jQuery course, and the last one is the patron. Go to learn more about becoming a patron and joining the community. And each of them got a unique icon, and I thought, you know what? These like right here, I'm making a unique Patreon icon, and sizing it right, exporting it as an SVG. I wanted everything to be SVG, so it's like nice and crisp and looks really good when you're on like a Retina, or if you zoom it in or whatever. So all those are placed, and I'm just making sure that the menu works in both mobile and desktop versions. And looks like we're done now. So what's cool is that it's all coded up and ready to go. I coded up the forms that they would send and actually populate a Google spreadsheet, which is super convenient for me, because then I can decide how I want to go about it, and I can easily get like a read on, who signed up and how many people there are, and like what kind of, whatever. So all that code is now, it's wrapped up and it's published. It's at devtipshow.com. And the code repository itself is on GitHub as well. There's a link in the description of the 3 videos that you're watching today. So you can go to that GitHub and see all the code that I did today that you just watched. You can also get a copy of the sketch file that I used to design the layout of everything. And keep an eye on it for the next few days, maybe the next week or 2, because I'll be like adjusting and editing the design of this webpage the whole while. But it looks like we're done with these 3 videos for today. It was quite an exciting weekend, and I hope that we all learned something, or at least it was entertaining. So thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in any of the things that we've been talking a lot about for these videos, for example, the jQuery course that we're going to be doing, the way it's going to work is I'm going to make 3 videos in the next 3 weeks titled Learn jQuery in 15 Minutes. And those are going to be free on YouTube and for everybody. And this course that I'm designing this landing page for is going to be a more advanced course, where we're going to be diving into specific projects, not just jQuery principles and how to understand it, but more like how to use it, on a project that you would use for your clients. And you get to keep those projects and use them, and you have the full license to do whatever the heck you want with them. Those are the courses that I'm building and going to be marketing for sale. Also, if you're interested in the DevTips community, we have an awesome community of people who are just eager and willing to learn and to help and just to be friends. Like not only are they a great resource for like if you can't figure out how to do XYZ, but also like if you just need somebody to talk to about real life issues, or just hang out and share cat gifs. I mean, we have a live community, a live chat room that's going on 24/7, and we have a monthly live hangout that I host, and then also there's a community driven hangout that usually happens about once a week, which is pretty cool. A lot of other perks as well. Thank you guys for your watching these videos. It's super awesome that you do that. Have a happy Monday. I'll see you in about 4 or 5 hours.